Yeah. And honestly, with the first one, it'll be kind of a double dip. It's kind of consistency in general.
Hmm.
I would
Mhm.
say being every single day, the way I started my first business, I was working maybe close to 70 hours a week, no sleep. And I also, all of your personal things you have to do at the same time. I was working 40 hours, my normal job, on top of another almost 30, 20 hours personally. But doing that every single day, day after day, you learn more every single day. You get better every single day. It gets less painful every single day.
That part.
Eventually, more fun. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like the reason why I say it's double dipping is because with business, yes, it's extremely applicable, but also on the personal side. If you don't feel good about yourself, and whether that's physically, mentally, or whatever, if you work on that attribute day per day per day per day, eventually it'll come back down.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. But that's always been my number one. One of my favorite quotes from Alex Ramosi is do so much volume that it would be unreasonable to be unsuccessful.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I have another fantastic guest here today. I tell y'all, it's have a way to connecting with the guests. Like right before we get on, they say something that gets me fired up, gives me like, okay, like this is gonna be a great podcast. And today's gonna be no different. And I'm so glad we have this person here today. Listen, he really wants to help the investor. You want to make sure that the investor gets a motivated seller. And so that when he connects you with your ideal client, things are going to be off to the races. And so I'm going to let him tell you all about it. But I would love to introduce you to Mr. Daniel Calderon. Mr. Daniel, how you doing today, sir?
Doing great. How about yourself, Quinn?
Oh, man. So glad you're here. I'm
Thank
excited
you.
for people to get to know what you do. So, Daniel, I'm going to dive right in. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. If you want to, we would love to know a little origin story of kind of how you got to this point, how you got, the ball rolling. And then also if you want to tell them what part of the world you're in, I'm with you on that. So you want to tell them part of the world you in, do that as well. So main focus, your origin story, and where you are. You got the floor, Daniel.
Yeah. So my main focus right now is helping DMV investors in real estate in in professionals essentially get more deals per month. And
Mm,
we want to stay away from being like all the elite agencies that have burnt many investors in this industry, where we provide those appointments completely for you. We don't just give you a leads list for you to have to deal with and have to follow up.
mm,
And just a little bit more about myself. I'm 23. I've been told I don't look like it. But that being said, I originally started in high school with the interest of psychology. And I've done hundreds of thousands of hours of research in psychology, independent research. And a part of that origination was that I found out about ADHD, didn't really know what it was concerned about it. And then I found out that I eventually then got diagnosed, and that's sparked the interest a bit more. And I wanted to know how can I find out a bit more about myself and a little bit more about this industry? Fast forward a bit, few years later, I then started a video editing company where we started doing video editing for a few companies, specifically in the real estate niche. And from there, we took few more strides with business, and now we're here doing done for you marketing for real estate investors.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Love it. Love it, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for sharing your journey. Thank you for walking us up to, why you kind of do what you do now. And
Yes, sir.
you and I, we connected on that, just doing an independent research, right? Like when we become self-aware about our wiring, why we, think the way we do, process things the way we process, similar to you, I, was dealing with depression, people pleasing, dealing with, why am I not happy? Why I had these anger issues, and I'm with you, I started doing some research and I found out about therapy. And
Mhm.
I'm a little older than you. I'm 44, so I actually
Not too
almost,
far off. Not too
yeah.
far off.
I don't know, man. I'm almost double age. Lord have mercy. But 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 I grew up in West Baltimore.
Yeah,
Um,
very familiar.
and that demographic at that time, we didn't know about therapy and different things like that,
Mhm.
And so when I found out through therapy through my job, it was like, dang, like there is a way to understand why I think the way I think, why I have these different emotions. And so I know this is not like a therapy show, but I just want to congratulate you, man, for, doing your work, congratulate you for taking control of your narrative. I know people said it's something that you are, but you took control of your narrative to say, let me just find out more about myself, find out about why I'm wired. And so I love that, man. And I actually want to pick your brain about your wiring a little bit. I want to know what are some core systems on the business side that you have identified that's going to help you, whether it be consistency, systems, whatever, right? But also, I would love to know some core strategies on a personal side that helps you as well. I know some people do the gym, cold plunge, different things like that. So, what are some core business strategies? What are some core personal strategies that are helping you where you are right now?
Yeah, and, honestly, with the first one, it'll be kind of a double dip. It's kind of consistency in general.
Hmm.
I would
Mhm.
say being every single day, the way I started my first business, I was working maybe close to 70 hours a week. No sleep, and I also all of your personal things you have to do at the same time. I was working 40 hours my normal job on top of another almost 30, 20 hours personally. But doing that every single day, day after day, you learn more every single day. You get better every single day. It gets less painful every single day.
That part.
Eventually, more fun. And it's
Yeah.
kind of like the reason why I say it's double dipping is because with business, yes, it's extremely applicable, but also on the personal side. If you don't feel good about yourself, and whether that's physically, mentally, or whatever, if you work on that attribute day per day per day per day, eventually it'll come back down.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
But that's always been my number one. One of my favorite quotes from Alex Ramosi is do so much volume that it would be unreasonable to be unsuccessful.
Mm.
Exactly. Yes. Every single day I think about that because no matter how smart I am, no matter how any of those attributes, if I did more than everybody else, then it would be extremely unreasonable for me to be unsuccessful.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so consistency number one in both of those areas. And number two, it's less motivation because who's realistically motivated every single day, right?
Yeah.
It's- no one's really motivated every single day. Some days you wake up and you hate it. You don't want to go. So
Mhm.
it's just it's more so the drive is what I want to say. I would
Yeah.
say you could easily sum up both of those cores into drive and consistency, just because like we said previously, like my background is psychology. Once you find the why out in your own head, it's so much easier to just
Yeah.
keep going.
Mhm.
Do you feel like that's the same for you?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
One 100% absolutely, man. And I love how you turned this question back around on me. You ain't slick either, then. But no, I can't. I love it. I, so I can't re-say the quote that you said by
Yeah.
Alec, but I'm gonna give you the sentiment, exactly what you just said. Like when you do something over and over and over, repeatedly, right? You're
Yeah.
going to be successful. One of my favorite books is Atomic Habits, right? And so
Yes.
yeah, so Atomic Habits talks about it becoming your identity, right? And like,
Mhm.
and so two words that I wrote down was intentional and discipline, right? When you have
Yep.
the intentional discipline, the intentionality of disciplining yourself, what happens is that when you start out, you're thinking about what you need to do and you're using a lot of brain power to say, this is what I need to do. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But once you start doing it for so much, you think less about it and you just start doing it more and like intentionally, naturally, because it's like a part of who you are. It's a part of your identity. And so when I hear
Absolutely.
that quote that you said about doing things over and over, you get to the point, it just becomes second nature. It's like muscle memory. And that's why it
Mhm.
becomes easy because you're no longer thinking about it. You're just reacting. You're doing. It's a part of who you are, part of your identity. So yes, I definitely connect with what you said for sure. For sure.
Yeah. And then that's the other thing too is that like it's like yes, these are two questions where it's like about business and personal, but the same thing, it's like if I give you a skateboard and I lock you in a room to learn how to do a kickflip, if you do it enough times, you will learn how to do a kickflip. Like no matter what. And it's the same thing with the business, same thing with working on yourself. So it's kind of where that's it's kind of my comfort spot. Whenever I feel like I'm in a difficult situation, when I feel like things are getting difficult, it's too much stress, too much to deal with, I just realize that I just need to do more. You just do more and it'll solve itself. Eventually, it'll work out.
Absolutely. No, I love that. I mean, all right. So I'm gonna give you a quote.
Beautiful.
I mean, I get it's gonna sound it's not necessarily a quote. It's just I guess it is a quote. Well, so I'm trying to not say what it is, but so I read the Bible. So I just got to be honest, right? I read the Bible, right?
No, I understand.
And there's this scripture. It says, "No discipline feels good at the time, but
Mm,
once it is complete, it produces peace."
yeah.
And so it's like when you start the discipline, it may not feel good. Like when you're in the room trying to do I don't know, it was the kickstand. I'm not a skateboarder, but like what I
Okay.
do know, this is what I do know. I've watched skateboarders fall a lot, right? And so you're in the room, you're with the skateboard, you may fall a couple times, building a discipline. But once you got it, it produces peace because you know I've fallen enough times that I'm going to recover. I'm going to
Mhm.
be okay. And now I actually can do it. So no discipline feels good at the beginning, but once you let that thing build up, you actually have peace at the end because you like, I can do that.
Yeah.
And that starts to transfer in every part of your life. It starts off hard, but
Mhm.
once you get that discipline, at the end, you're at peace knowing that you have conquered and mastered what you set out to go to. And so, yeah,
Absolutely.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
And I know this is like a real estate investing niche podcast, but like these concepts still apply, like in all ages. Because whether you realize this later on in life, really early, it doesn't really matter. Something I also like to tell my parents is because I got them into real estate investing. And one of their arguments was, oh, I'm too old to do that. I can't keep up with everybody. And realistically, and this is the same story I always tell my mother, is J.K. Rowling did not become a millionaire until she was in her 50s. She got to know over and over and over from her 20s all the way to her 50s. Eventually, one person gave her one single chance, boom, and now we have that. So it doesn't, age is not a fact, intelligence is not a fact, nothing is a fact. It's all about how much you do. Because again, perception is reality. If I focus on what I'm doing, I will become the best if I do it every single day, 24/7. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, I'm still going to be working. I'm still going to be doing outreach. I'm still going to be doing everything I can. And I recommend that to everybody just because I love when I see somebody passionate and just keeps going. That burns a fire in my soul.
Yeah, man. Oh man, you said so much good stuff, man. Because I can keep going down this lane over and over. But like you said, look, you had to remind me we're a real estate podcast. You had to remind me, and I'm the host. Like, come on, Q. But look, man, I want to talk about a little bit more about Mystic Studios.
Yeah.
What's the next real goal for you? Like, what are you looking to solve, scale next? What's the next real goal for you, sir?
So right now I'm focusing completely on the DMV. I want to help all of the real estate investors in the DMV get to essentially the point where they have so many deals that they cannot handle it. I want them to have more deals than they're able to manage so that then we can solve another problem, right? But again, more focused on what I like to provide value is because everybody, as you said, this point, they know what I can do as a company. I can provide you motivated sellers straight into your calendar, no work at all. But more so before even that is you can do a lot completely by yourself. Yesterday, I had met with a client or a prospect, I should say, 19 years old, doing 20, 30K a month in wholesaling. Completely doable by yourself. And he's from Russia, came to here and is just killing it. It's like, I see that and I know everybody can do that. And I know we're straying a bit far, but the thing I want to mention is that you don't need to work with companies like me. You don't need to have lead agencies, especially if you're starting out. If you post on social media 3 times a day, every single day on every single platform, you will get leads no matter what. I used to build content brands for companies. And this is why I want to say to other investors or people who are starting out, people who are younger than me, because that kid's 19, he's killing it, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But you don't need tools. You don't need the newest MacBook. You don't need the newest iPhone. You can have iPhone 6 and just call a bunch of people and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I like to tell people that there's value in the world. You watch a bunch of YouTube videos, you can learn how to do it yourself, right?
Yeah.
People who want to cut the line and they're dealing with more stuff they want to deal with, then they can come to me. But everybody is able to make a killing wholesaling nationwide. I know people who are doing deals in Costa Rica. I just like to give value to people, even if it has nothing to do with my services or what we do, because I know that everybody could do it. I know that if you posted 3 times a day on every single platform and had a funnel connected to a funnel, it could be a super cheap funnel you found online for free, and it would convert 1000%. And if you notice it not converting, you'll change the content and you'll keep going. Again, like we said with consistency, you do it every single day, you'll get to the point where you don't have to script out a video. You just pull up your phone and you talk and it's done. You just post it right then and there. So
Bro, I don't know why. As you talk, the more emotional I get. I don't know why. I know it's something going on, psychologically. But what's really causing me a great sense of gratitude right now and appreciation for you is because you have a business where these same nuggets that you're giving people, you're going to use within your business to make profit. But as you
absolutely.
said it, but as you said yourself, you want to give people value. And so we're here talking about your business, but also you're like, no, let me just tell you, this is what you can do free of charge, not having to hire anybody 3 times a day. Get used to doing it, getting that muscle memory, getting that rhythm. That way you're not scripting as time go on, you're just picking up the phone and you're just giving what is naturally your business, your brand, who you are to your audience. And so it's causing me to get a little emotional. And I'm not trying to be sappy, but I'm being in a real sense of gratitude
Love
just
it.
when I connect with people that genuinely want to help other people. Because
Yeah.
that's at the core of what I do. I want to connect with other people on a genuine level. And so, man, I really appreciate you, man. And I just had to take a moment and say that. I really appreciate your authenticity and who you are, man. Real talk. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Everybody can do it. It's just I've had many people tell me when I was younger, you can't do it. Starting a business is too scary. You can't do it. And that irritates me because you can be the dumbest person in the world. If you're more consistent than the smartest person, you will kill it every time. Every single
So,
time. And just to drop a few more nuggets, just because I did want to just try to get this out, is that post every
yeah.
3 times a day. Hashtags don't matter. I just want that to be known. Hashtags don't really matter as much, right? If you're on TikTok and you're in a very specific niche, then it does. But generally, that's kind of been looked upon, like disregarded for the algorithm based on my testing.
Yeah.
And first 2 seconds of every video matters the most. If
Mhm.
you completely mess up the rest of the 30 seconds, or even if it's a 30-minute video, the first to 5 seconds of the video are the only things that really matters. Because even if I only see the first 5 seconds, but I liked it and I clicked off later, your brand, your logo, anything is still in my head. And another tidbit is that when you see an ad, you'll probably interact with it 777 times before you purchase.
Wow.
That is a statistic from a few years ago, so it might have changed now, but generally the same concept still applies.
Wow. This is good stuff, man. Again, man, I appreciate the nuggets that you're giving, man. I really think these are good nuggets for me. Like I'm taking notes as you talk. I'm taking notes for myself. So and I
Absolutely.
really,
I have a few
yeah,
more. I have a few
yeah,
more if we don't run out of time. Um,
sure.
So on YouTube specifically, when you're posting shorts, first of all, shorts is always going to convert a much higher percentage than long form. But like I recommend my clients, you should always have long form videos along with short forms. So, for
Mm,
example, one of my clients, their CTA or their main purpose or whatever they do on their long forms is talk about super hyper local content in their, excuse me, in their area.
yeah.
Then they make shorts from there, or obviously we provide those shorts for him. And with those shorts, then we have people convert to that long form video. Then from there, they convert to the funnel.
Mm,
Typically, at least in real estate, like if you're an agent, that's a lot better because you get the automatic lead nurturing. That's why content is so fruitful, is because you're automatically lead nurturing. Let's say I make 50 pieces of content, okay, and they come across my Facebook page. If I send them a DM, hey, are you interested in this? Okay. They say no, that's fine. They still followed me. Later on, they're still going to see the content. They're going to see it again, let's say the 700 times. They'll come back and they'll
mm,
say, hey, now I'm interested. If they're not ready now, if their business is not at a point where they need my services, they'll come back eventually
mm,
because they'll always be there. When you see a Coca Cola ad every once in a while, you're like, mm. After that 700th time, you're like, I kind of want a Coca Cola. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Absolutely.
But to sum up that point, on YouTube, there's a feature called related video. If
Mhm.
you're making shorts on YouTube, and Instagram actually Meta just dropped this as well, I think a few weeks ago. So take advantage of it while it's new. On YouTube Shorts, when you make a short, there will be a section called related video. If you put in a link of another short you've made, what will happen is that while they're scrolling, they'll see the video. Let's say they like it, right? They'll obviously like, but then there will be a section on the bottom that'll say the title of that video. If they liked, and this is why channels usually get a lot of views when they start blowing up once, because if I like one thing you made, I'm probably going to like the next thing you made, then the
Mhm.
next thing. So then
Mhm.
if I just keep going down, I essentially, the prospect just nurtured themselves as a lead 7 times by watching my videos. There's the likelihood that they're not gonna have the trust and understand that I'm genuinely authentic when I'm saying that I wanna help you is very
Mhm.
low, because it
Mhm.
builds that rapport.
Mhm.
And the biggest point I wanna make, at least for all real estate investors and realtors, is that AI is coming to take our jobs, straight up, right?
Mhm.
10 years, 20 years from now, the likelihood that I'm gonna need to go ask an agent to find out about a house that's on MLS, pretty low, pretty low. Unless I'm trying to find something that's under the deal, pretty low. The point being is that personal brands are king right now. If you don't have a personal brand, you're not at least working on a personal brand. The only thing 20 years from now that's going to make me want to choose working with you, like say Quentin, say you're a real estate agent,
Yeah.
the only thing that's going to make me want to work with you instead of going to the AI bot that's going to find the exact same thing is because I trust you. I watched
Yeah.
Quentin. Quentin made me laugh that one time. I feel
Yeah.
connected. Let me now get on a call with Quentin.
Mm.
So absolutely every single realtor, and I say this to everybody I meet, if you have content, you don't start posting 3 times a day. Please, please, because you will make a killing off of it. May not be today, may not be within the first 30 days. I promise you, a year of posting, you will have more leads than you can handle.
Mm. Well, listen, there he is. Listen, Mr. Daniel has given you free game. Listen, man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I know our listeners is going to take a lot from this, man. And I thank you, man, for sharing. Listen, if someone wanted to, you to gave free game, but now if someone wanted to contact you, connect with you, learn more about what you're doing, actually maybe pay you for some of the other game that you got, other information that you got, how can people get in contact with you, man?
Yeah, so I know a lot of real estate investors are on Facebook. You could just send me a DM on Facebook. It'll be Daniel Calderon. But if you want to go straight to my website, you can just go to mysticstudioagency.com and you can book a call and we can help you out and see whatever you need. And we can do anything from setting up a cold call system where we'll be cold calling whatever motivated seller that you may need, all the way to setting up AI systems that can already be integrated into CRM. I've met with some personnel that already have a CRM. They're very tight knit with it. Sometimes they don't want to blow up the whole system. So we can integrate AI systems into that so that there's no issue for you. So anything from A to Z, we can absolutely help you with when acquiring motivated seller leads in the DMV.
Man, thank you, sir. I gotta sincerely, Daniel, say, one, thank you for your time because time is valuable. Like time is our most precious commodity. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your stories, man. The one thing I love is when people take control of their own narrative, right?
Mm,
And when I say that, like knowing that you are enough, knowing that you can show up for yourself in amazing ways, right? And so thank you for
mhm.
your story, you showing up for yourself. Thank you for adding, content to this channel through your story and through your life. But
Yeah.
definitely thank you for your perspective. Thank you for the way you think. You've given enough nuggets where people can have a mind shift today. And so I really appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much for having me, Quentin.
Absolutely. So listen, y'all cannot tell me y'all did not get nugget after nugget after nugget after nugget from Mr. Daniel. So definitely go check him out. But definitely make sure you are subscribed. I keep telling you, we're going
Absolutely.
to bring up amazing people. You hear, Mr. Daniel? We're going to keep bringing up amazing people just like Mr. Daniel. So, Mr. Daniel, thank you again, sir. And listen, everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.